Hi, welcome to Harbour City Pilates. I'm Eben and today's workout is going to be focused a little more on tempo than usual. So after a brief warm-up, we're going to get moving at pace, but we're going to keep our form. We're not going to let anything break down. We're going to move only as fast as we can while keeping everything nice and neat. Starting off, we're just centering our breathing, slight bend at the knees as we exhale and press the sky. Inhale through the nose, deep into the belly before flattening out that belly as we exhale. Expand out at the abdomen. Suck the belly button right back to the spine. Once more. We're still going to breathe deep into the belly. This time I'm going to bring my hands right down to the floor as I drop into a squat, keeping knees directly over toes and shoulders as far back as possible. Exhaling as I rise and press the sky. And then for these last couple of repetitions, at the top, I'm going to come up onto the balls of the feet. So lifting our heels and warming up the ankles and calves as well. Still exhaling up and inhaling down. Last one. Before we drop those hands, come nice and wide and drop as far down as is comfortable. Feet facing forward, opening up those hips, coming up over to the other side. And once more each side. With this leg nice and straight, and we're just going as low as is comfortable. Coming back up to a shoulder width stance. I'll turn side on, just so you can see what I'm doing. Hands out by my side, dropping into a good morning, knees locked out, back straight, and then shoulder blades retracted as I dip. Relax them as we come back up and repeat. Squeeze and up. Legs stay nice and straight. So we're feeling that stretch down the hamstring. 2 more. And 1 more. Before we pick up the pace and get into our workout. Flat on the mat, hands by our sides. We'll start off nice and simple. Tucks. Legs fully extended and knees come up over chest as we exhale. Back down to full extension and repeat. Get that tailbone up off the ground at the top of each rep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Don't drop those feet. They're coming out to about a 45-degree angle to the ground. Spread your hands for stability and come straight into some corkscrews. Those knees are fully locked out again for this one. Describing nice generous circles. With those legs locked together. Coming back in the opposite direction now. Still keeping a nice generous range. And keeping those legs fully extended. 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Before we plant feet. And come into some pulse crunches. Exhale up. Halfway down. Exhale back up. And then all the way down to the mat. Keeping those eyes directly above us. We want to lift the skull straight up to the ceiling rather than yanking it forward. That's going to save us from straining at the neck. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. We then cross one leg over the other and come up into a single leg bridge. This is essentially our active recovery. So get those hips sitting parallel, both hips activated, even though only one's doing the work, and take a couple of nice deep belly breaths. Take the time to exhale fully on every breath before coming down, swapping feet, and straight back up we go. Again, switch on both hips, make sure they're sitting parallel, not drooping low on the side that's not working, and then just focus on breath. Three, two, and done. Back down to the mat we come, extending legs, and back to the beginning of the cycle. Tucks. And three more. Two more. Last one. Make sure you're getting that full extension on every single repetition. Back to our corkscrews. So legs locked out, circles generous. One more. And then back around in reverse. Three, two, one more. Before planting those feet, hands on ears. And remember, we're keeping our eyes directly above us as we hit those pulse crunches. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Before one leg comes over the other, and we come back to our active rest. Hold that single leg bridge, expanding out of the belly with every breath in. Dropping those hips, swapping legs, straight back up, and same thing. Set your hips up nice and high, and then focus on breath. Three, two, and back down we come. Extending legs once more, again looking for that 45-degree angle to the ground. Going to lift our chest nice and high, hands by our sides as we hit our 100. I'm now going to drop my feet right down towards the floor, keeping those legs nice and straight, keeping chest nice and high, and still breathing calm and regular. Coming halfway up. Back to that 45-degree angle. And then bring a right angle at the knee and a right angle at the hip. Again, this is our active rest. should feel positively blissful compared to that low foot angle that we're going to return to in just a second. Alrighty, extend those legs, drop the feet, and hold, chest high. Halfway up. Back to the 45-degree angle. And finally, back to our right angles. Three, four, Adine, and done. We'll shift the pain to the other side of our body now. Coming up into a reverse plank, hands just behind hips, lifting those hips up into place. Don't take your time setting up. Let's get this straight underway. Looking for a straight line from shoulder to ankle. And from there, we're going to hold the straight line as we bring a knee up over chest. 3, 2, one more. Plant feet, lift hips if they've dipped at all, and other side. 4, 3, 2, and one more. Planting feet, lifting hips. We'll go through once more on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Plant, correct. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Before lifting those hips, one last time, and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Down we come. Legs outstretched, back nice and tall. Retract those shoulder blades, exhale and reach. Your knees should stay locked out so you're feeling that stretch down the back of the leg. Retracting shoulder blades each time. Once more each side. Before we roll onto our sides. We're then going to come into a side plank. Elbow directly beneath shoulder, one foot on top of the other, hips nice and high. And we're going to turn that into a feed through. Arm comes under, shoulder follows through. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Ensure you're getting that rotation of the torso on every repetition. Last one. Hold those hips for 3, 2, drop and swap. So we're rolling onto the other side now. Again, elbow directly beneath shoulder. One foot on top of the other, hips nice and high. And feeding the hand through, following through with the rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, or 1 more. Before dropping onto our bellies, extending limbs, arms nice and straight, and they're going to stay nice and straight as we drop into some swimmer kicks. Lifting thighs and chest up off the mat, and just little flutter kicks from the hip. This one's about constant micro adjustments to keep the chest and thighs nice and high. Four, 3, 2, and release. Coming up onto our triangle arm base and into a plank. straight line, set. We're going to keep our hips locked into line between shoulders and ankles so that they're not creeping up as we get exhausted. Moving through this next sequence. Starting with the right hand, we come up like so. Again, leading with the right hand, tap the shoulder, then tap the other shoulder. Coming back down, leading with the right elbow to a triangle arm base. Leading with the left hand, same thing. We'll go through twice more on each side. Let's go. Once more on each side. Keep those hips low. And then just hold that plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Back down to our bellies. Arms and legs outstretched. And we're going to exhale as we lift opposite limbs. Right arm and left leg. Inhale back down. Left arm and right leg. Four more. 3 more. Last couple, we're going to hold the flex for 5, 4, 3, 2, drop, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down we come. Back up for our final plank of the day. Working from elbows once more. Hit that straight line and just lift the foot. Our breathing should be starting to slow down. We're deliberately holding each breath for a moment before exhaling fully. Swap feet. Three, 2, back to all fours. And again, just holding for the final few seconds. 3, 2, and done. Hands and knees. Alrighty, that's the high intensity part of our workout done. Time for a quick stretch. Exhale as we tuck our chin and hit a cat stretch. Inhale as we drop the spine, lift the skull and return. One more. Dropping down into child pose. Before we come up and bring both feet out in front. Running fingers down shins, keeping those knees locked out. We're going to exhale as we reach as deep as possible. As always, it doesn't matter if you touch your toes. What matters is that those knees remain locked out and we get a proper stretch down the back of the leg. And release. down on the floor. Hands outstretched. We're going to keep our knees glued together as we push them down all the way to the floor on one side, while keeping shoulders pressed flat against the mat. Breathing deep into the belly once more. Expanding the belly with every breath. Using your breath to help stretch out those obliques. 3, 2, roll over to the other side. Again, pressing all the way down, keeping shoulders flat, and then expanding out the belly with every breath. Knees back to the center. Extend your legs. And take a minute just to focus on breath. Because we, my friends, are done. Thanks for